Today we're in Rockwall taking a look at 2 great builders, 2 model homes, and 2 inventory homes. I think you're gonna love this neighborhood, so let's go. All right, so the first builder we're going to is gonna be Windsor Homes. And I've said it before in a previous video, this is one of my favorite designs. In Rockwall, this is my top. Just as far as design and layout, like that right there is one of 2 balconies, but you'll see, this is a beautiful model. And also, I realized this shirt doesn't hold my mic very well. You know, just filming problems, that's just what happens. So let's take a look. Right off the bat, just a beautiful entryway. Like, just imagine for the holidays, Christmas tree right there, right as you walk in, garland all the way up the stairs. And upstairs is why I really love this floor plan. So stay tuned for that. That's just, in my opinion, laid out the best way possible. All right, over here is gonna be the kind of office area. Right now it's configured as a sales center, so a little bit different than what you would get if you got this floor plan. And stick around because later on we're going to check out one of their inventory homes available with a 4-car garage. So starting out, here's the garage here with a little bit of a mudroom.
Garage door open.
Yeah, decent sized 2-car there. Come into beautiful bathroom. Now Windsor is one of the best at giving you options to customize. Whether that's design or floor plan. We also see they don't shy away from some of these curves and edges. It's just not all cookie cutter, and that's one thing I like about them. So you got closet there, another coat closet there, but just such a different feeling stepping into this kitchen. Just nice and open, not one big square, still separated, tons of counter space, just beautiful. And here we're on 60 and 70 foot lots. I'll show a little bit more of that with the inventory homes and on the drone. But just take a look at what I mean by design, customization. Like, that's just beautiful. Alrighty. There's that pantry. And then over on this side was your utility room. And all we have left before we go upstairs and show you what I really love about this floor plan, let's look at the beautiful master, because it's definitely a nice, relaxing space. One thing I always love about masters is when they put a door here. So just kind of closing off, this is your space. It's a master suite. You got high tray ceilings with the beams, love that. Double door into your giant bathroom. Talk about a walk-in shower. This is a walk-through shower with 2 shower heads, and it's a step down, which I was not prepared for. But man, that's just beautiful. This is all custom that you can do. With the cabinets, just so many nice touches. And if you're new to the channel and you're like, I bet these are $1 million houses, especially if you're new to Dallas and don't really have that kind of frame of reference, wait till you see the price on these. It's a decent price, I would say. And then showing off this closet, they are gorgeous. Also, Stepping it up in design with these towels. That's nice. All right, so let's head upstairs and show you just where I could spend lots of time. I've talked to the sales manager here as soon as she moved here and was excited for her because, like I said, this is one of my favorite models. So you come upstairs and you have kind of a split option here. So to the right is going to be your study. Beautiful doors, open up, and they have the closet, so that's cool. But also, I'm gonna go out here because the weather is nice today. If you're moving to Dallas or Texas in general, you know, weather can change a lot, but that's a nice view. Just take a second to kind of relax. Ooh, this is a nice chair. I don't see any spiders. Good call. Good sign. I don't know what I'm saying. Sometimes I just say stuff, you know? Check out the fake laptop. All right, I'm getting distracted. So imagine you're here, you're working, typing, getting business done, you know? You go over here to relax. After taking a look at your fancy wall there. Curved railing. See what I mean? Just not cookie cutter. Wait till we see that media room over there. That's nice. But just beautiful library. And then on the back side, you have another balcony. I'm not gonna relax and sit in every chair, but I just love that. All right, let's look at this media room. So it has the step up, so it feels premium there. And then also the step down, so that allows for everyone to kind of look over each other. Gosh, this sound dampening in here is nice. Like, hopefully you can get a sense of how big this room is. I'll show another shot of it, but like, this is a good spot. And so say your kids are here playing video games, when they are done, their rooms are over here, past this circle wall. Very nice. That's a custom option you can do, the window bench and shelves. Beautiful tile all the way up. And the closet through the bathroom. And this one's got two options here. Steel tile all the way up, love that. Saltwater rodeo. I don't know much about that, but looks cool. Big open closets. Now, there are a few factors that bring the price down, but I think that's in your favor. So this is, as far as location goes, we are in Rockwall, but a little ways away from the downtown, still closer to kind of that Royce City, Lavon area. But that's not a bad thing. You're still off of a major road, John King. That's the one that gets you to HEB and then down to Costco. And if you follow it, gets you to Heath if you're going to the Yacht and Golf Club. Just where we are is kind of a good mix of everything. So let me look at that inventory home and then I'll show you more about the community. So this is a big boy, just under 4,000 square foot, the Preston C. Take a look at all of the garage spaces. So 2 1-car and a 2-car over here. This is a pretty fun layout. Upstairs is kind of like a maze. Noticed that as I was turning all the lights on. But first of all, let's back up. Nice door. Just love that. Love a good 8-foot door in the front. You're greeted with all these arches. Just massive high ceilings. Forgot that light. Well, oh well. We'll go over there in a second. This is kind of like your formal dining area. Still greeted with the Christmas tree spot. Fantastic. Just arches everywhere. Here's the 8-foot doors. We love those. This is your utility and mudroom, which I think makes a little more sense than what they did in the model. 2-car garage with window. I love that. Yeah, just so much attention to detail. It's really nice. Understair storage. Pay no attention to the beeping smoke detector. This home is ready. Before they close, obviously, they're gonna clean it up, fix the smoke detector, things like that. But what I just stepped into, wanted to show you real quick. This is the office. So kind of set off to the back. I don't know if you follow, we went down this little hallway from the front. Love the coffered ceiling look. I like that they're keeping those. Because a lot of people have gotten rid of it. But yeah, say you're working over here, here's your closest bathroom, still tile all the way up. This is an inventory home. So they did that for this inventory home, not just the model. So much natural light. Don't even have to turn on lights most of the time. It's really nice. So yeah, that's what we got going on up here. So we have kind of your formal dining, office, bedroom, utility, 2-car garage. It's all on that side. Take a look at the second garage over here. It's 2-car wide. But 2 1-car doors, which I've said this in a previous video. I used to install those, and 1-car door lasts a lot longer. So love that they did that. Man, these ceilings so high. This is a big house. All right, into the main room. Got that tray ceiling that the fan's coming from. Stone fireplace all the way up. Huge wall, huge TV. Again, with the curve, imagine what you can do with that. Definitely something custom. Beautiful windows. Curved island. All right, we got a good size pantry. It's at least tall, right? No, it'll work. I put a lot of food in my pantry, so that's just me. But yeah, this house is ready now. So if you want this one, by the time you're seeing this, hopefully still here. They move pretty quickly here at Nelson Lake. But you even got a patio, fireplace already in. Once again, these are 60 and 70-foot lots. All right, let's head upstairs and then come back to the master. Kind of zigzagging a little bit, but upstairs is nice. I'm gonna figure out that light. Is it this one? Nope. Okay, maybe not. I promise, I do this for a living. But there's so many switches, so many lights. It's a 4,000 square foot house, right? All right, so you come here to kind of your landing area. A lot of people would make that kind of a second living area. We'll go to that dark room here in a second. Through another arch, we got a couple of bedrooms. So first one, right off the bat, decent size, little step-in closet. So maybe a nursery because it's closest to the stairs. I don't know. Once again, tile all the way to the ceiling. Love that. Second bathroom. Bathroom. Second bedroom. You tell I'm tired today? I don't know why. Probably because the weather's so nice. It's just relaxing me. And then down this kind of winding hallway, you got another room. So if you have a kid maybe that wants a little more privacy, they can shut it off, get their own bathroom. So this would be what we call the favorite kid room. Decent sized closet. All right, back to that dark room and then the master. And then stick around to the end of this video. There is another builder we're gonna check out. That's here at Nelson Lake. But I will give pricing and tax and location, all those details at the end. The media room. Left it dark so you could see. No windows. Love that. Actual dark media room. So let's take a look at that master. And then we'll move on to the other builder, who's still fantastic option. Just wanted to show you this one first. It's the order I chose. And it's my channel. I can do that if I want to, right? Sorry, I'm done. All right, I said I was showing the master and then I forgot. So here's that master. Once again, beautiful arches. Kind of going through its own area. Decent space. Again, curved wall. I love their curves. A little more understated of a shower, but still super high-end luxury. Nice little art window, you know, maybe put a couple candles there. If you want, little TV. I don't know if people still do that. And I always love doing this. It's just, I'll grow up, maybe. Maybe I'll grow up. Probably won't. Big closet. Big closet. So yeah. All right, now we're gonna move on to the other builder and at the end talk facts and figures. The builder is gonna be Pacesetter. This is the Brennan 2 floor plan. Beautiful 2-story. And at the time of recording, maybe not at the time of watching, but the time of recording, they have one of these available. So reach out to me about that if this is your style. All right, so let's head inside. Take my sunglasses off. All righty. So Pacesetter has a little more of a modern style, in my opinion. But still some of the kind of nicer design elements. Now, that's a little small for a Christmas tree, maybe one of those skinny ones, but you tell me. All right, so right off the bat, we had that office. Over here is gonna be the garage. Right now it's a sales center. And then this is the coat closet. And behind the office, you have utility, which opens up over there. So I'll show you that here in a second. And then this is a 1-car garage with a bunch of stuff in it. This is a sales center. You know what? Let's go through this way. I usually save this, but I like these so much. So from the utility room to a closet. Then a beautiful bathroom. And I know you saw that over there. That was not the only closet. Ta-da! Another giant closet. Plenty of space. And then of course, traditional shelving linen closet. Just love that. It's wide and open, nothing's all close together. They even have room for a rug here. That's beautiful. Stepping into your master bed. Now this extension and shelving, that's an upgrade, but definitely something to consider because that is beautiful. The windows, the shelves. Definitely a cool floor plan. And I got some interesting things upstairs, so stick around for that. But as you come out of the master, you kind of got a couple options. You got your kitchen over here. Nice, beautiful, giant island, plenty of room. Dining, other dining, or is this wining? Wining and dining? Maybe? I don't know. But these windows beautifully frame the patio back there. Just very well thought out layout. Now I don't show these often, but I do love this system here, this brilliant system. It's pretty cool. I have the music turned down for my editors. But you can also do lights and the cameras in the front, and they will set that up for you. Take a look at the chandelier, cathedral ceiling, beautiful windows, and they got that tile work on the fireplace going all the way up. Once again, these are on 60 and 70 foot lots. Let's take a look at that patio. Nothing too fancy, nice and relaxing. Still pretty deep, good amount of coverage. Yeah. Alrighty. Believe that's all the upstairs. I told you, tired today. I believe that's all the downstairs. Let's head upstairs. So you have, as you can see, kind of a catwalk up there, split on both sides. And then this thing. What would you do here? Like, what is this? What is that for? You know? Just big shelf thing. Probably do that. Put plants there. I don't know. But let's move over to kind of the fun side. And this area is all about fun. Still the vaulted ceilings upstairs. Love that. Ping pong, table tennis, my favorite sport. Love the bar there. Now, I would close off the media room, but at least there's no windows. So they're halfway there. Still beautiful though. And then for the kid that likes to play, needs to be close to the game room, maybe favorite kid, they have their own bathroom. You step down into their giant room. Like, so much space that they have their own stage. My parents would not have wanted me to have that, but I would have known drums by now. Here it is from this corner. Just crazy room. High ceilings. If I had to guess, these are 9 foot, 10 foot? I don't know, I shouldn't guess. But the step down just makes it feel nice and premium. Just a very special spot. And a good size walk-in closet. So yeah, that's probably one of my favorite kid rooms. Because you got media room, ping pong table, drum set. That kid's got it all. There's another one of these shelf things. Don't know. I don't know. What do you do there? All right, and then up here, you got a left and right. Let's go left. I like the green, that's fun. Deep closets. None of these step-in closets, these are all walk-ins. Love that. Now I would have put the tile all the way up, but that's just me. Good sized bathroom, ensuite. No Jack and Jill here. These are all en-suites, mostly. I mean, this one, oh, heaven forbid you take 2 steps over here. It's ensuite-ish, right? Love that sign. Every time I come, I have to show it. This is a good sized bathroom. Like, you can walk around in this. And then, I don't know, this science kid. Science kid and music kid. They don't have to be separate. I liked both. I was a science music kid. I also like green. I don't know. So yeah, that is the model. Let's check out one of their inventory homes and come back and talk facts and figures. This house is so big I forgot a whole nother room. So this is over by the sales center currently. This is gonna be kind of that guest staying with you, maybe family member that has some mobility issues that needs to be right by the garage. Right now it's not a garage. But yeah, this is just another room that I forgot to show you. Because, like I said, a little tired today, but it's such a beautiful day. Slightly bigger than the model, this is the LaRue floor plan. Just over 3,900 square foot. Has that 2 car, the 1 car. Just a beautiful layout. And this one's ready now. So chances are by the time you're watching this, someone may be wanting to get this, but if you like this one, definitely reach out to see if it's ready or if they have one that they're working on. All right, so you come in the front door, you have that office, double door with a window, and then kind of something here. You can do a coat rack, mudroom style type thing there, because this is that entrance to the 1 car garage. Decent size. And over here is going to be where that 2 car garage comes in. But first, let me show you a decent sized little powder bath. It's only a few steps away from the front, but not just out in the open. Hallways galore. I'll come back that way. Put another mud bench here, but you got a nice little window. Spy on your neighbors, right? I mean, security purposes, you know. I'm not a weirdo, promise. All right, so here's that first room by the 2 car garage. Love the 8-foot doors, good size. So maybe grandma or whatever guest needs to be by the garage. It's a good spot there. Let's come through this way. This is going to be your utility. I love the black tiling there. That's nice. Then your utility, like the model, is connected to a large master closet. Got a nice walk-in shower there. Bathtubs over there. Tons of counter space. Love that. Small modern windows. I don't know if you can tell just how big this bedroom is. There's your master bedroom, the tray ceiling. Kind of has that cutout there where you can do the shelving if you want. Just one more look how big this area is. I'll have to show you in a second. Coming out of the master is your main room. Just massive room. Echo-ish. If you're building this, you obviously can put your fireplace tile all the way up. That's going to be an upgrade, one that I think looks pretty good. I like that they have the wiring for the TV not over the fireplace. It's kind of a thing for me. You have kind of the squared stairs, so not rounded, definitely wider. A good spot for a tree right there. And plenty of presence, I think. But another look at that kitchen, an island, and more counter space over there. So not much of a dedicated dining room area here. Little breakfast nook. There's plenty of space for something right there. But yeah, let me know what you think. No dining in this spot. They have that more separated to right here. So tons of room, just not connected to that main area. Which is fine, that's definitely a preference. You let me know, do you want the dining room separated from the kitchen by this wall? I mean, if I cover it up, it's almost like the same room. But yeah, that could be fun. All right, heading upstairs now. So coming up your landing, just a big, massive open area. You have a couple different directions you can go. Let's start with, this looks like the media room. Traditional media room, love that. No windows, double door, beautiful. Who gets to be by the media room? Whoever gets this room. Pretty standard room, has an ensuite, so that's pretty nice. Especially at this price point, because some builders you'll find in this price point don't do the en-suites for one room like that. So that's pretty cool. Although I don't know where that light is. All right, and then back on this side. This house is so big, forgot to turn all the lights on. Got another room with a ensuite. Love that. Let's turn these lights on, wherever the lights are. There we go. And then, do they have a good sized closet? It's a step in. Darn. Coming through here. This room is big. This is a big room. Do they have a big closet? It's a, it's a walking step in. Okay. Not terrible. Good amount of space. So yeah. What do we think of the LaRue floor plan? Definitely different in a lot of ways, but if you like the high ceilings, the big giant room, while still some separation of the dining, this is a good option. All right, so let's head back and talk about everything that we saw and the facts and figures and the taxes and all the amenities, HOA, location, all that good stuff. Alrighty, just wanted to head back to the model here at Pacesetter, this nice seating area in the master bedroom, and just give you the facts and figures and talk a little bit more about the community. So this is the Nelson Lake community here in Rockwall. Taxes here are 1.5, HOA 885, so fantastic from those standpoints. We are just off that John King Road, one of the main roads. Everyone's flocking to it. You follow it up to HEB. You can also take it down to Heath as well. So just fantastic location, but still kind of tucked away. So like I said, we're off of that road. So great kind of hidden boutique area, nice small community, has that lake there, obviously, Nelson Lake in the name. But let's talk a little bit about what we saw in that pricing. So Windsor, we were looking at the model, which is that Ashburn floor plan, 3824 square foot, 4-bed, 4-bath, 3-car garage. Right now they have one for $771. And then what we toured, that inventory home, that Preston C right now, 5-bed, 4-bath, 4-car garage, that 2 and the 2 1-cars, $798,500. So just under $800,000. And right now their incentive, and these do change, but at the time of recording this, their incentive is $50,000 your way. They have that on a flag if you saw on the drone shot there. And then next for Pacesetter, we looked at the model home, which is the Brennan 2 floor plan. They do have a Brennan 1, so slightly different, just a couple different changes in how the floor plan is structured, but overall about the same. That is ready now for $729. And then they have the LaRue floor plan, the one that we actually looked at, that 5-bed, 4.5 bath, just beautiful high ceilings, just open room, 3,900 square foot, 3,932. Gotta get that 32 square foot, you know. They dropped that price down over $50,000. Now it's $689,970. Just under 4,000 square foot home for under 700 grand. That's fantastic. And some of the incentives that they're doing, they have a couple different ones. So if you're doing a build job, they'll do up to $30,000 in design upgrades, closing costs paid, or up to $15,000, whatever, you flex cash, however you want to do that, rate buy downs, closing costs, it's flex cash. For their inventory homes, they're doing the 4.99 interest rate plus those reduced pricing. So I kind of gave you that pricing on the one that we looked at, but there's definitely more inventory homes. Plus your choice of closing costs paid or a 2-1 buy down. So that 4.99 already fantastic for what you're getting, but you can choose to have the first couple of years be just a little bit cheaper. So it's kind of up to you and how your monthly bills need to go for the next couple months. So yeah, just wanted to show you this community. I love this community. It's a fantastic price, value, location. 2 of my favorite builders in Rockwall, but also just in DFW. Great options. But I know this isn't for everyone. And so if that's you, my team and I, we specialize in new construction all over DFW. We have those relationships with builders. And so we'd love to connect your lifestyle preferences and budget needs to the right community and the right builder who will do a great job for you and your family. So just call or text the number here or click the link in the description. We'd love to set up a time to get to know you, get to know your needs one-on-one, and just be that resource for you and your family. As always, thank you for watching.